Hey, what is up, you guys? Welcome to Low Carb and Alcohol Free with Rachel Graham. So this is sort of an introductory video. If you're new to my channel and you have not watched anything, I'm so glad that you came here first. So I sort of rebranded things, and I just wanted to give you guys just a sort of a basis of what I'm going to be talking about on this channel. So if you watch any of my other videos, they're all about the ketogenic diet and ketones, and I have a lot of stuff from my recent pregnancy. I have my birth story, but the majority of it is about ketones and keto. So I'm sort of modifying that to say low carb because I feel that that's sort of ketogenic has become this hardcore buzzword, and I think it kind of scares people off. Low carb, high fat is what it is essentially, and there's different sort of angles that you can go about it. You can be super strict keto, or you can be moderate, and you're still going to get amazing benefits either way. So that's kind of why I went with that. And then alcohol free simply because I choose to not consume alcohol. So if you fit into either of those camps, then awesome. We're probably gonna have a lot in common. If you don't, but you're intrigued about those lifestyles, then I'm super stoked that you are watching. Basically, this channel is about wellness and the pursuit of better. It's about every single day waking up and being like, how can I maximize my potential today? And it sounds a little hokey, but honestly, I think it's the only way to live, because when your head hits the pillow at the end of the night, you want to feel good about what you did that day. At least I do. I mean, that's the goal. So regardless of what kind of situation you're in right now, whether it's with your body that you're not satisfied with, or your brain just isn't working how you want it, you're in a relationship that isn't ideal, you know, if you're still living at home and that environment is toxic, I hope that this channel inspires you to make small changes consistently over time within yourself. What you can control is actually quite a bit, even though you feel like stuff might be chaotic around you. And especially coming to you guys in 2020 right now, like November 2020, this has been an absolutely insane year for everybody all over the planet. I think especially in the United States, we've really had a ringer of a year, but you know what? We still have control over some small things, and that is what we choose to put into our bodies in the form of food and drink, and what we output, the kind of level of movement and activity we do, what we choose to think, the internal dialogue, our self-talk, how we treat other people. Like, these things are all within our control, and they all have the power to massively change your situation. And that's just like the law of attraction and the way the universe works, right? So in this channel, I will be talking a lot about the low carb, high fat diet. I'll be talking about kind of like strategies and tricks that I use to remain alcohol free. I'll talk about products that I love, low carb, ketogenic products, food products that I love, even just like tools that I use, supplementation that I use. I'll be talking a lot about that. I don't have any affiliate links, but I am a promoter with the company Prove It. So you will see an affiliate style link where you can purchase Prove It products from me. So that's exogenous ketones. So I will be talking a lot about those, but that isn't what this channel is about, like 100%. It is about the low carb, high fat lifestyle. Because there's a lot of people actually that use exogenous ketones that are not ketogenic, that don't subscribe to that diet, that use it as an energy source. I choose to couple them together because it's just like this massive like onboarding of ketones in your blood, and it makes you feel absolutely incredible, but that is not a requirement. So if you're turned off by the fact of using a supplement like that, don't write my channel off, because I'm going to be talking about recipes and a lot of other stuff that does not involve supplementation. So, but if you do hear about products on here, I will mention them below. I'll give you guys the links, whether it was to Amazon or wherever I bought it, but I'm not affiliated with any other company other than Prove It. So in terms of, I do have some notes, so I'm gonna be looking down a little bit. I just wanna stay on track and keep this short and sweet, because I do have a tendency to talk too much, and my videos are very long, and I'm gonna try to not do that. So the goal of this channel really is to educate you guys and inspire you. That's what it comes down to. It's going to be in the realm of health and wellness and just personal improvement, because that's what I love. I'm passionate about that. That's what I do in my own life, and it's actually taken me a while to get here. So the goal for me is to give you guys a lot of value in terms of helping you kind of shorten that path from what do I do, how do I sort of get on top of my life, how do I get on top of my health, how do I feel more in control. I hope that through my stories and my tips and tricks, just through what I've learned, will help you shorten that gap, and you'll be able to do it faster than I did. I didn't start getting healthy until I was like 28 years old. So if you're younger than that or older than that, it doesn't matter, but it took me a while. It took me a lot of like sifting through the, like, is this, you know, should I try this diet? Should I try that diet? You know, low carb, high fat, vegan, vegetarianism, paleo, and they're all great if it works for you and your lifestyle. So that is key. So I'm not a keto evangelist. I'm not gonna come on here and be like, oh my God, everyone needs to be ketogenic or everyone needs to try paleo. No, I don't think there's a one size fits all for every human. I really don't. It has a lot to do with genetics, and it has a lot to do with just like, what kind of food do you like? What are your thoughts on, you know, eating animals, for instance? You know, if that's against your moral code, then clearly a carnivore diet is not going to work for you. So I'm just coming to you with knowledge and my perspective, and by no means am I a healthcare provider. I am a nursing student, but I am not an actual registered nurse, not a dietitian, I'm not a doctor. So you always have to check with your healthcare provider before you do try any sort of supplementation if you're worried about it, or if you have like a long-term sort of health concern. I'm just giving you my perspective. It's all purely anecdotal. Where am I? So, basically my philosophy on food in general is that food is medicine. We are what we eat. And we've heard that countless times. I'm sure you have, right? I mean, you know that. You know that it's better to eat, you know, vegetables and protein and high quality food than it is to have chips and cookies and pies and things like that. We all know that, but I think it's just having a reminder, whether that's watching my video once or twice a week and remembering about, oh yeah, I do have control over what I put into my body, into my mouth, and that is gonna completely affect how I think and how I go through my life. And that's the craziest part. Like, when you eat healthy, nutritious food, when you give your body that clean fuel, you're made up of that. Like, your cells are made up of that food. So think about that. You know, if you're feeling lethargic, if your brain is all foggy and at 3 p.m. you want to hit the couch, if you're reaching for a chocolate bar and another caramel macchiato, think about it. What am I putting into my body, and how is that input controlling the output? I'm also going to talk about movement and getting in some physical activity. I personally like to do Beachbody workout programs. I'm not affiliated with Beachbody, but the programs are awesome and they work, especially now when we're all trapped inside. Why not do a home workout program? They're awesome. So I will be talking about those. I am actually starting a new one today. I'm excited for Muscle Burns Fat, which is their new program that's coming out at the end of December. So I'm kind of just going to be doing some random programs until then, because I'm stoked for that one. And muscle definitely burns fat, you guys. Like, if you hate cardio, do not shy away from exercise in general, because that is what I did. I saw all my friends doing an hour of cardio on the elliptical, and I was like, sorry, I have no interest. When I discovered weightlifting, everything changed. And if you're looking at me right now and you're like, she looks sort of soft, I don't see a lot of like, you know, buys and tries, that is because I just had a baby. He is 8 weeks old and 1 day, and he is asleep in the other room. So I am coming back with a vengeance and gonna be lifting, doing the low carb, high fat lifestyle that I love, staying alcohol free, because alcohol not only makes me feel like crap, but it actually slows fat loss. So there's just a fun fact for you. That's something I didn't actually know. and thought like, oh, if I just do vodka waters or tequila club sodas, then I'm good. I can still continue to exercise and eat healthy and have my 2 to 6 cocktails a night. It's like that alcohol is holding you back in more than one way. So, but if you currently are a drinker and you still love your wine and your cocktails, I'm not going to be here shaming people that are still drinking. It's just a personal choice for me, something it took me many, many, many years to get to, and it's a part of my health and wellness journey. And it's just another tool that I have in my toolkit, which is don't drink alcohol. Like, just don't do it. It doesn't work for me. It doesn't work for my brain. So for me, I deal with anxiety and diet and movement and a positive mindset. Those are things that help me immensely with just keeping that anxiety at bay, getting a better sleep, just being in a better mood in general, and then feeling good in my skin and in my clothes, because that's important. So I'm gonna stop there. I've kept it under 30 minutes. It's actually under 12 minutes, you guys. I'm so impressed with myself. I normally just talk and talk and talk, and I get really off track sometimes. In my mind, I'm like, it's all connected, which it may seem to others, but I'm really glad I stuck to my little outline that I prepared. So if you enjoyed this video, if you think you'd be interested in hearing from me twice a week, Tuesdays and Fridays at 8 p.m. Central, I'll be uploading new videos, and I will be talking about some mom stuff as well. I'm a new mom, never done this before. I am a stepmom though, so I've had a little bit of a cheat there, a little bit of a hack, but I didn't come into those kids' lives until they were a little older. So this is my first time with a newborn, with a tiny baby. So I'll probably be talking about him, and you'll see some videos here and there about mom stuff. I have some postpartum stuff I want to talk about. You can check out my birth story. It was an all-natural, unmedicated birth, so that's sort of the perspective that I'm coming from. But if you enjoyed this, please subscribe, hit the like button, comment below. I love to hear the comments, and follow me on Instagram. So thanks for watching, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day.